Good morning, everyone. So this is the key to this 2022 Chevy Equinox RS. This is a new trim for 2022. Other Chevy models have had this trim before, like the Cruze and the Traverse, stuff like that. But this is all new for the Equinox. And as you can see, they refreshed the whole headlight display, turn signals for this year. You have this black chrome piece kind of splitting the headlight up a little bit. You got your daytime runners up here and your headlights down here, and then your turn signals are right there. You got the RS badging in the grille. You got this kind of honeycomb weave gloss black grille. You have these gunmetal colored wheels, black badges all around, and this is a new color for 22 as well. This is Seaglass Blue. They didn't make too many of this color as far as I'm aware. They made it for a few months, I think, into production of the 22 Equinox, and then they just decided to stop producing it. So whether they had the means of producing it, or whether, I don't know if it was a popular seller or not, that I'm not aware of why they discontinued the color. However, I personally love it. I think it's great. It looks like a silver with kind of like some bluish green undertones. But I actually like Seaglass Blue. I think it's a gorgeous color, especially with the black grille and the badging and the wheels and everything. I think it looks awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and open the trunk. Standard is a power lift gate. Got your RS badge on the back here. Now it does have the floor liner package. This is a base RS. There's no other options on this other than standard equipment. And there's two things. There is the liner package, which gives you the trunk liner and the rubber floor liners for your feet, and a sunroof. Other than that, it is a base RS. So you have these handles here. You can actually fold down the back seats if you're back here and you forget to put them down. You lift up the cargo liner and lift up this area here. It goes all the way. It goes all the way to the back. And then if you go under here, you got your spare tire. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and put the seats back up and have a seat back there. So I have a lot of room back here. I do have my seat set to where I would normally sit. I got a ton of room back here. You got vents. You got two charge-only USBs. You got your cup holders. And you'll notice the seats are a little bit different. It's kind of like a hybrid. It's like a cross between cloth and leather. So there's cloth in the middle with the special RS red striping. And then you have the leather on the outside with the red stitching. That is standard seating in the RS. And you got the little flaps here, the rubber flaps with the badge on there. Red stitching all around, everywhere. Nice sunroof. It's a dual pane. This is fixed in place and the front one moves. Go ahead and pop the hood. So a long time ago, I did a video on the Equinox with a 2-liter turbo 4-cylinder. Unfortunately, that's not an option anymore since 2021. The only engine option is this 1.5-liter turbo 4-cylinder. It's good for 170 horsepower, 203 pound-feet of torque, and it's driven by a 6-speed automatic. Fuel economy is very good. Should average about 27 miles a gallon combined. But it gets around 25 miles a gallon around town, and then about 30 on the highway. Just gonna hop in and start this thing up. Okay, so the RS does come with the standard 7-inch screen. You can get the infotainment package and go up to an 8-inch, where it would essentially take up the entire screen here. But in audio, you have your radio, AM, FM, Sirius XM capability if you have a subscription. You can pair your phone with Bluetooth. Then you have a Wi-Fi hotspot courtesy of OnStar. That's something you could sign up for. And this just goes over various settings in the vehicle: climate and air quality, collision and detection systems. You can turn all your safety features on and off, lane change alert. So Apple CarPlay and Android Auto you can also use. I usually plug my phone into the charge port here, so this way I can project my Android Auto, because I have a Samsung product. And then down here you got your heated seats, dual zone climate control, where the air spits out in here, front rear defrost. You got your lane keep assist and lane departure warning button right here. Automatic high beams and telebeam they call it. You got your automatic headlights, cruise control here with your setting for your forward collision alert. And then up here you got your sunroof buttons. You can open and close the cover. And then you can have the sunroof come up. Little bug net comes up. And then for the newer Equinoxes here, you actually do have a button to turn on and off your auto stop. So this way, if you're the kind of person that doesn't like your vehicle stopping at a stoplight and then starting right back up, you can shut it off right there. And then you do have your park sensors right here. You can turn those on and off. And then you do have your all-wheel drive button. So right now the car's in front-wheel drive. If you press that button, it'll lock the rear too. So this way you're in all-wheel drive. And then you have your button to set down here for your power lift gate. You can have it go all the way up, or you can actually program it to anywhere you want, which is pretty neat. Mirrors are already set where I want them. And I think we're ready to take this thing for a drive. So body-wise, it hasn't changed at all since 2018. This is the same body. However, the headlights and taillights were slightly revised. The shifter's a little bit different. It's got the little red RS badge on it there. The seats are different because it's the RS. Leather wrap steering wheel with a black bow tie. That's new. Got the gloss black trim around here, as well as the black chrome around the air vents. And then, like I said, there's just this special red stitching all around everywhere. Okay, let's take this thing for a ride. The leather wrap steering wheel has a nice feel. You'll notice if you have a chance to drive one, the seats are actually very comfortable. I'm the kind of person that likes a little more side bolster in my seat. It kind of hugs my midsection here pretty nicely. I actually find it to be very, very comfortable. Pickup is actually quite nice for the small engine. It's not as sluggish as you would think. Off a stoplight, it actually gets up pretty good. Suspension takes the bumps well. It's not too squishy, but it's not too stiff. So it did pretty nice coming up the hill. Didn't really drop down at all. We're going to come up here and test out the handling. See how it goes around tighter turns. Actually feels pretty planted. Not too bad coming up the hill here. So we're going to get on the ramp here and see what kind of acceleration it has. See how nicely it gets up to highway speeds. Okay, here we go. That's bright. Not too bad, got up there pretty smoothly. It actually has a super comfortable ride. Takes bumps pretty well, combination with the seats being very comfortable. It's a very nicely riding vehicle. I'm actually very impressed with the ride quality. And go ahead and test out the backup camera. Pretty clear, and it has the ladders that turn with the wheel. Probably didn't park straight, I never do. Okay, so overall impressions, The main thing is drive quality. Drive quality is, compared to some other vehicles I've driven, very well. Seats are very comfortable. On the highway, you feel pretty stable. Takes bumps very well. The suspension was tuned very well. I mean, honestly, even just looking at the vehicle, just the way it's spec'd out, the way they redid the headlights and the black chrome and the wheels and everything and the Seaglass Blue, this is a really nice spec. I really like how this is spec'd out. So the only thing I'm not insanely a fan of is, I do like sunroofs. I never really use mine in my car, so that's kind of a to each their own kind of thing. But other than that, I mean, for the price point of around $35,000 in the midsize SUV segment, I mean, this is a pretty awesome contender. So I really hope you guys enjoy watching, and I will see you in the next video as always.